You slept 8 hours, maybe more, and yet here you are. Eyes heavy, mind foggy, that familiar pull toward sleep that never fully goes away no matter how much rest you get. You've blamed your diet, your schedule, your iron levels. But what if the exhaustion goes deeper than biology? What if your body is not tired from doing too much? What if it is tired from carrying something it was never meant to carry alone? Today I'm going to show you what God is saying through your sleepiness. In the mathematics of life, the body never sends a signal without a reason. Persistent tiredness, the kind that sleep doesn't fix, is one of the most misread signals the body ever produces. We treat exhaustion as a scheduling problem, a nutrition problem, a caffeine problem. But the mirror law is clear. What you experience on the outside is always a reflection of what is happening on the inside. And when fatigue keeps returning, no matter what you adjust on the surface, the message is coming from somewhere deeper. Your body is not malfunctioning, it is communicating. Something on the inside is consuming enormous amounts of energy that should be available for your life, for your joy, for your purpose. The real question is not why am I tired, it is what am I running from that is exhausting me. Think about the last time you felt genuinely energized, not caffeinated, actually alive and present. What was different about that time? Because energy is not just physical, it is emotional, spiritual. And the things that drain it most are not always visible on a blood test. Unprocessed grief is exhausting. The body carries loss like physical weight. When it is not allowed to move through, it sits heavy in every cell. Suppressed emotion is exhausting. Every feeling you push down requires energy to keep down. Anger not expressed, fear managed instead of faced, sadness swallowed instead of felt. The body pays through fatigue, and avoidance is exhausting. When there is something you keep pushing to the edges of your awareness, your mind works overtime to keep it there. That constant effort of not looking at something drains you more than facing it ever would. You are running from something you don't want to feel. Sleep becomes an escape. Tiredness becomes a reason to not show up, not decide, not face what is waiting. Ask yourself, is there something I have been avoiding? A decision kept postponing, a conversation kept not having, a truth about myself I keep not looking at directly. The mind uses exhaustion as a shield. If you are too tired, you don't have to face it. But the energy cost of that avoidance compounds every single day. God is using the fatigue to show you exactly where you are hiding, not to shame you, to invite you to finally look. You are carrying weight that isn't yours. If you feel deeply, if you take on the pain of people around you, you are likely carrying far more than your own emotional load. The body feels this and expresses it as tiredness. God is using your fatigue to show you where your boundaries have dissolved. Where you end and others begin has become unclear. And that unclear boundary is costing you everything. You are resisting a change you already know is necessary. A relationship that has run its course, a job that no longer fits, a version of yourself you have outgrown but haven't yet let go of. The fatigue is not asking you to rest more. It is asking you to stop resisting what you already know. Because resistance, more than anything else, is what is keeping you tired. The next time you feel that heavy, persistent tiredness, before you reach for coffee, pause. Put your hand on your chest, take one breath, and ask yourself 3 questions. What am I avoiding right now? What thought keeps getting pushed away every time it tries to surface? What am I carrying that isn't mine? Whose pain or fear have I taken on as my own? What do I already know needs to change that I have been too tired to face? Write those answers down, because fatigue that is examined begins to lift. When the source is identified and addressed, the body no longer needs exhaustion as its only language. Rest when you need to rest. But rest alone will not fix what is being expressed from the inside out. From now on, when the tiredness comes, don't just push through it. Listen to it. Ask what you have been avoiding. Ask what God is trying to slow you down long enough to finally face. Your exhaustion is not a flaw. It is a signal. one of the most honest ones your body ever sends. And the life waiting on the other side of it starts with being willing to look at what you have been too tired to see. In the next video, we'll decode another sign. Until then, keep your eyes open. God is speaking to you.